guys heard anything about some Galileo dude? Like, I don't know.
Isn't he the one that did all those experiments?
Yeah, weren't they about motion?
Yeah, and like gravity.
So he's not the Monopoly man?
I think so.
We could probably do some really cool tests and see if his theories are actually right.
Yeah, I heard one about this projectile myth where he threw it, and two objects dropped and threw one.
And they're the same weight?
Yeah, same weight, and he apparently defied gravity or disproved what he had initially thought.
So wait, how do you do this if he didn't have any those equation things? I mean,
or the technology to do it too.
I don't know. I don't really know as much history.
Technology.
What?
You just use his arms, not technology.
Did he?
How is that accurate?
Guess we'll find out, huh?
Yeah. I don't know. I guess maybe we should also do some background.
Alright. Guess so. You guys know anybody?
I don't.
There's one professor who lives down the road. He's kind of creepy, but he knows everything about Galileo. Sweet. Let's go visit him.
So I've heard about all of these interesting experiments that Galileo did.
I heard about those too, but I didn't really understand them. We should go ask Professor Shenane.
That's good, but I've heard that he's really creepy and nobody ever goes to his house.
This is true. Just don't look him in the eye, and if he sticks his cane at you, run.
Okay. We were wondering if you could tell us a little bit about Galileo.
Galileo?
Galileo!
Well, Galileo, he was a cocky old man. Cocky old man. You see, he spent many years looking up at the universe and all the stars and the planets and such. He came to support the heliocentric way of things, which put the sun at the center of the solar system instead of the Earth, which was different from church teachings. Despite having been warned by the church, Galileo still continued to go about his so-called radical thinking. And needless to say, the church would have none of it, and therefore put him under house arrest for the remainder of his life. But you're interested about projectile motion.
How'd you know that?
You see, projectile motion is a beautiful concept. You see, Galileo loved disproving Aristotle, which he's already did several times, such as proving the moon was not a sphere and that the sun rather than the earth was the center of the universe. Center of the solar system. With projectile motion, he was once again trying to disprove Aristotle by showing gravity and mass were not related to falling objects. Therefore, Galileo took a little trip to the Tower of Pisa and began dropping things from the top. First, he tried two balls, one heavier and one lighter, and contrary to common sense, they hit the ground at the same time. Galileo then moved on to projectile motion, which is where he pushed an object outward while dropping an object of the same weight downward. Which do you think hit the ground first?
The one that he dropped?
Well, I guess you'll just have to find out for yourself. Now leave. I have some important reading to do.
Ow! Funny bone, you old...
Right. To test Galileo's projectile myth, this is the contraption we have built to make a consistent projectile. This is the ball.
Thank you for pointing that out.
You're welcome.
Attempt number 1. Rubber bands. Fail.
Number 2. Pantyhose. Fail.
Number 3.
Hair ties.
Epic win.
If this is done correctly, common sense would tell us this would land first.
Galileo disagrees.
Let's see who's right.
Common sense says this is wrong.
Yeah. Well,
Ignore her.
common sense says that would land first and this would land after.
Alright, on drop. 3, 2, 1, drop. Screw you, Galileo. 3, 2, 1, drop. Shall we?
Well, no. And 3. 1.
1, 2, 3.
I think that was the same.
Projectile option number 2. Pudding.
Odd-shaped object.
Vanilla and chocolate.
Ooh.
For both flavors.
I'm sure it'll make a difference.
We wanted to use these because they're really odd shaped and they're not uniform anyway, unlike the balls that we tested before.
I didn't want to be left
So
out.
let's sling pudding across the yard.
Equal opportunity.
Shut up.
3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
So now we're about to test water balloons to show that liquid inside of an object doesn't change the time in which it hits the ground. And neither should weight discrepancy, because these probably aren't exact same weight.
And in order to manipulate our contraption so it'll work with the water balloons, we are going to attach this lid so we have a smoother surface to launch the balloons off of. And Aaron is going to bring us a hole punch to do so.
Dun, dun, dun. If it works, it will. I don't think
Well,
so.
this is awkward.
Do we have like a
Hand-
scissors we can just poke a hole? You're still filming
True.
this, aren't you? So basically, the hole punch wouldn't work. So we decided to use this little contraption of Aaron's
That's attached to my keys.
that's attached to her keys to poke a hole in the lid so that we can use it to stabilize the water balloon when we project it off of the desk.
So handy.
Thank you.
Eye
Very
protection.
handy. So once that's
Dude.
finished, we're going to go ahead and test our water balloons to make sure that different weights and the liquid inside of something doesn't alter our findings. Don't mock me.
Cut!
Because this little plastic top thing was rolling when we were trying to get the balloon to project, we found a styrofoam cup and poked holes in the sides to put our slingshot through, so hopefully it'll hold. That's
Okay,
great.
Pete.
Now we're going to do our thing. One, two, three. Woo! That worked! Did you see that?
Anytime.
1, 2, 3. Woo! Are you ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Beautiful. Alright, 1, 2, 3.
Woo!
Load. Reset. 1, 2, 3. So guys, after we did all those experiments, what do you think our findings showed us?
Apparently Galileo was right.
Our hypothesis does seem to be kind of not working out so well.
Sorry.
Is it busted? It's busted? I really am a dumb blonde then.
Well, our hypothesis is busted, but I think we may have to say Galileo's experiments were confirmed.
Dang it, I really am dumb. Some old man was smarter than me.
Yeah, because with the ball idea, it worked.
With the balloon idea, it worked. Even with the pudding, it still worked.
Pudding.
That's fascinating.
I mean, we did it every single time and consistently. This contraption and our dropping skills proved it.
No matter what height we did it from, or the object, it still worked.
Dang, what a smart old man.
I guess Galileo wins this one.
Yes, he does. We're starting now?
Yeah, it's good.
Warn me of these things.
I'm gonna have surprise confetti
When this goes well. Ready?
It's filming whenever.
Here's our shorter distance. With the water.
Oh, wait.
Arm needs to be like,
Yeah, you might want to
am I
step back,
parallel?
Take one.
1, 2, 3. Well, that one didn't pop.
It didn't
but
pop, but it was the same.
Here you go, let's do it again.
I'm recording now.
How's the beret?
Recording?
You're rocking the beret.
I like it.
Let's go with science.
That is a kind of science. Chemistry.
Okay, that was bad. That was bad.
God,
Moving on.
really?
Take 2.
Who is this? Jenna!
Oh my gosh.
Over here and videotape the test.
That was good.
Not me, you goofball. Over there.
If you can just hold it steady, I guess.
What if you hold it like this?
Oh, do we need the fabric so they don't just pop the balloons?
It
What?
shouldn't.
We're gonna-
I'm trying really hard not to like flash this camera. So far, what's happening is failure. What's happening is the hair ties are too round, so it's spinning the balloon around, and that's what happens.
Criminally.
What if
Girls act like they know everything.
here, one
Shut up,
rubber
Rafe.
band down here, one up there, so it's like
You heard me?
that.
It is the truth.
The issue isn't that other object.
You have nothing to say.
I'm wearing no shoes, dress pants, no belt,
You're like recording your crotch.
and a shirt, long sleeve. As you can see, I'm an idiot.
And that it actually like is it like
Hand motions for Jenna.
actually wrap
Well,
around it,
can I point real quick? The pudding cup has liquid inside of it.
but it's consistent. Yeah, just leave it